We've all been there, right? You work incredibly hard. You put in the hours, you get that paycheck, and for a brief, fleeting moment, you feel absolutely amazing. But then, well, the month happens. And by the time the next payday rolls around, you're staring at your bank statement wondering where on earth it all went. The frustration of working your absolute hardest but still having an empty bank account at the end of the month, it's incredibly common, but we're going to change that today. We're breaking down the 6 pillars of financial freedom.
So I want you to ask yourself a kind of painful question right now. Why is there never anything left at the end of the month? We usually tell ourselves it's because life is expensive. And, it is. But that's only half the story. The other half comes down to the mechanics of exactly how we handle our money the very second it hits our accounts.
Let's get right into pillar number 1, the endless broke cycle.
This cycle is a routine so familiar most of us don't even question it. But it keeps looping because of one absolute core truth about human behavior. Lifestyle always expands to fill whatever money is available. Think about it. If you leave money just sitting in your checking account, waiting to be saved at the end of the month, your brain is going to find a way to spend it. A spontaneous dinner out, a new pair of shoes, maybe a quick weekend trip. Waiting until the end of the month to save is basically a strategy guaranteed to fail.
The fix here? It's beautifully simple, but man, is it powerful. You have to pay yourself first. The very moment your salary hits your account, before you pay a single bill, before you buy groceries, transfer 10 to 20% straight into your savings. Not at the end of the month, not when you happen to remember, the exact same day you get paid. Why does this work like magic? Because you will never miss money you never saw. But you will absolutely always spend money that's just sitting there in your checking account. Honestly, this one habit alone separates people who build real wealth from people who stay broke their entire lives.
Moving right along to pillar number 2, plug the spending leaks. Once you've secured your savings, we really need to look at the silent drains on your account. Think about where your money just vanishes. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime. Or, hey, what about that gym membership you swore you'd use back in January, but now it just sponsors their new treadmills? Does this sound familiar? You don't feel the pain of those $9.99 charges because they just sneak right under your radar.
But let me tell you, those tiny automatic deductions add up fast. In fact, they add up to a staggering $3,600. Take a second to let that number sink in. The average person in the UK and the US spends over $3,000 a year on subscriptions they barely even touch. That equals $3,600 a year. Gone. Silently. Automatically. Every single month. When you add all that up, you are literally looking at a car payment. So here's your homework for today. Pull up your bank statement, scroll through last month, and highlight every single subscription. Cancel anything you haven't used in the last 30 days. That money goes straight into your savings.
That naturally leads us to pillar number 3. Stop living for the weekend.
Look, you work a hard, exhausting week, and you absolutely deserve a reward. But how we go about getting that reward is keeping us completely trapped. I bet you've lived this exact timeline. Friday comes around, you've had a rough week, so you treat yourself. Dinner out, drinks with friends, maybe a little online shopping just to decompress. Then Saturday hits, and there's even more lifestyle spending. Then Monday morning arrives, you check your bank balance, and that heavy sinking feeling of guilt sets right in. Then you just repeat the whole shebang next Friday. This emotional spending cycle is exactly what keeps smart, hardworking people broke. And it's not that you're irresponsible, it's just that nobody ever taught us how to separate emotional spending from intentional spending.
So what's the immediate fix? You've got to set a fixed, guilt-free weekly spending budget. Give yourself a specific amount. It could be $30, it could be $80, whatever comfortably fits your life. But here is the golden rule. Once it's gone, it is gone. No exceptions. By doing this, you're actually giving yourself permission to fully enjoy your life and treat yourself without a single ounce of that Monday morning guilt because your core savings never ever get touched.
All right, pillar number 4, define your target number.
Most people want to achieve financial freedom someday, right? But here's the harsh truth. Someday is not a real financial plan. If you don't know exactly how much money you need to never work again, or your exact monthly expenses down to the last dollar, your brain has absolutely nothing to work toward. Every financial decision you make just feels completely random. So I want you to write out 3 very specific numbers this weekend. Step 1, your total monthly expenses. Step 2, exactly how much you want to save each month. And Step 3, your 1-year savings goal. Take those 3 numbers and literally make them your phone wallpaper. Look at them every single day. Suddenly, every spending decision becomes incredibly easy because you finally know exactly what you're working toward.
Next up is pillar number 5. Stop performing fake wealth. We absolutely have to talk about this massive social media trap that is keeping us totally broke behind closed doors. Society tells us that looking rich means having the newest phone or carrying a designer bag. It's super visible and it's depreciating incredibly fast. Being truly rich, on the other hand, usually looks totally different. It's driving normal cars, wearing normal clothes, living in normal houses. Real wealth is actually invisible. It's built on investments you can't snap a photo of for Instagram. People with genuine money understand a secret most people never figure out. Every single dollar you spend trying to look rich is a dollar that could have been working for you, compounding in investments. We have to stop performing wealth and start actually building it.
And that brings us to our final pillar. Number 6, start your financial education. Look, if you have blind spots when it comes to money, it is absolutely not your fault. Think about what traditional schools totally missed. How to budget? Skipped. How compound interest actually works? Never even mentioned. How to invest, or even just properly read a bank statement? Not taught. It's a glaring failure of the system.
But here is the incredibly empowering part. While the system definitely failed us, fixing it today has never been easier. The old excuse that you need some pricey financial advisor, that's completely gone. YouTube, $0. Audio shows, $0. Library books, free. Literally every single piece of information you need to completely transform your financial life is available to you right now, completely for free.
So here's your actionable goal starting today. Spend just 20 minutes a day learning about money. That is it, just 20 minutes. Listen to an explainer like this one while you commute or while you're washing the dishes. I promise you, in 1 year, you will think about money completely differently. And in 5 years, your bank account will absolutely prove it. The broke version of you just didn't know any better, but now you do. And that changes literally everything.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. You are not broke because you don't earn enough. You are broke because of habits, patterns, and beliefs that were never challenged until today. Pay yourself first. Cut those sneaky subscriptions. Control your weekend spending. Get your target number. Stop performing fake wealth and start your financial education. 6 changes. That's all it takes to completely flip the script. So the question is, which of these 6 pillars are you going to tackle first today? And honestly, how much longer are you willing to let someday steal from your future? Until next time, keep learning.